You and I can hurt them, but you will tear them apart from the inside.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 MCU heroes who have also been villains.
You could have saved us.
The world just saw the Hulk. The real Hulk for the first time.
Are you? On our side.
I don't think it's that simple.
For this list, we'll be looking at heroes in the cinematic universe who had comic book counterparts that embraced their dark side. If these heroes can be redeemed, maybe other villains can too. Name a villain you'd like to see become a good guy in the comments. Number 10. Hawkeye.
I've got a job to do.
Is that what you're calling this? Killing all these people isn't gonna bring your family back.
Before you judge Hawkeye, you should know how he became a renegade. He grew up as an orphan, raised by sketchy circus criminals with medieval weapons. Hawkeye also allied with the Black Widow back when she was a villain and bad influence. By some miracle, he didn't stay on the wrong side of the law for life.
You know what I've become.
Oh, I don't judge people on their worst mistakes.
Since his remarkable ability to shoot a bow and arrow really well didn't exactly make him a prime candidate for business school, he decided to fight crime. Hawkeye fortunately decided to change his ways when the Avengers were kind of going through a phase of recruiting former criminals. It didn't take long before the Archer had fully turned into a hero.
The city is flying. We're fighting an army of robots. And I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense.
Number 9. Quicksilver.
You didn't see that coming?
Today, this speedy hero is best known for doing super slow-mo sight gags set to classic rock hits. But Quicksilver was originally introduced as both a member of his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and Magneto's son.
Mystique told me he is your father. Are you gonna tell him?
Might. One day.
It didn't help matters that he and his sister spent a part of their young lives being chased by angry townsfolk like they were a pair of Frankenstein's monsters. So, before he was an arrogant superhero, Pietro Maximoff was, well, an equally arrogant X-Men villain. The arrogance part didn't really change. Fortunately, Iron Man and the rest of the Avengers didn't mind Quicksilver's personality or backstory. The speedster and his sister got a second chance to be good when they were asked to join the heroic team.
It's in a game.
No. Go on. You're saying?
Number 8. Vision.
You think I'm a child of Ultron?
You're not?
I'm not Ultron.
While circus criminals and evil mutants are definitely bad guardians, they pale in comparison to bloodthirsty robots. As seen in Avengers Age of Ultron, the comic book Vision was created by the wicked android Ultron to destroy the Avengers. Vision was also brainwashed to fight the heroes without question. But during an intense battle, he came to his senses and decided he wanted to take down Ultron.
I don't want to kill Ultron. He's unique. And he's in pain. But that pain will roll over the earth, so he must be destroyed.
Since the Avengers were still in their picking up stray former villains phase, they let him into the team just one issue later. They honestly seemed like a little quick to trust a robot designed to take them out. Fortunately, it worked out, and he's been a staple of the Avengers ever since.
Maybe I am a monster. I don't think I'd know if I were one. And not what you are. And not what you intended.
Number 7. Black Widow.
All that time that I spent posing, I was trying to actually do something good to make up for all the pain and suffering that we caused. Trying to be more than just a trained killer.
We don't know how to tell you this, but it turns out the expert spy Black Widow originally met the Avengers while she was a double agent. Okay, maybe that's not so shocking after watching the MCU journey, but Natasha Romanoff's journey to becoming a heroine originally took a lot longer than it did in the movies.
Boy, it must be hard to shake the double agent thing, huh? Sticks in the DNA.
While she was recruited by Hawkeye in the MCU after completing one dark mission, her comic counterpart clashed with the Avengers several times. Black Widow finally turned a corner when she used her sinister skills to defeat a supervillain named Ixar. After this huge victory, it still took a while for her to shake her Red Room training and be accepted as an Avenger, but we're glad she became one.
Rumlow has a biological weapon.
I'm on it.
Number 6. The Winter Soldier.
Bucky? Who the hell is Bucky?
Bucky Barnes was Captain America's sidekick in World War II until he ended up frozen in ice just like Cap. Unfortunately, instead of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Avengers digging him out of the ice, Soviet scientists found him. They immediately began executing a plan to turn Bucky into their personal Winter Soldier. He served them loyally, right up until he ran into Captain America and had his memories restored and was freed from his mental conditioning.
With time, will, and resources, the Winter Soldier programming was removed from you like a rotten fur.
I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for everything you and Shuri
Zemo
have done.
murdered our King T'Chaka.
Since then, the Winter Soldier has been a bit of a sketchy anti-hero in the Marvel Universe. He uses a few more guns and tends to employ darker methods than your average superhero, but at least he's using his deadly skills to take out bad guys now.
Zimni soldat. Spirot Vatako.
Number 5. Iron Man.
And what do you say to your other nickname, the Merchant of Death?
That's not bad.
Everyone's favorite billionaire playboy philanthropist has shown more than a few warning signs that he could be evil. He's narcissistic, runs a weapons company, and built a global network of privately owned drones that could become assassins at any moment.
Tony, maybe this might not be the time.
Really? That's it. You just roll over, show your belly every time somebody snarls.
Only when I've created a murder bot.
But Stark was mostly a good guy until his evil qualities surfaced once due to a powerful spell. During his biggest scheme, he built an app that cured ailments and made people look like supermodels for free. But the app got expensive quickly, and if holding people's health for ransom wasn't cruel enough, he gave Daredevil sight again before taking his vision away. Tony really got inventive in the worst ways when he turns to the dark side.
I know. I know what everyone's going to say, but they're already saying it. We're mad scientists. We're monsters, buddy. You've got to own it.
Number 4. Hulk. Hulk has been everything from a smart and gentle giant to his allies to an unstoppable, rage-filled berserker. While he's usually more misunderstood than anything, there are exceptions where he was blatantly bad. The Hulk once had an identity as a rough enforcer known as Joe Fixit. There was a storyline where he was forcefully shipped off Earth and came back so mad that he nearly wrecked the Earth. But if those incidents don't sound evil enough, there's a terrifying future version of the Hulk.
In the future, the Hulk, mind corrupted from that meteor, becomes the Maestro. A cold, evil, monstrous, self-appointed ruler of all humanity.
This giant grew a beard, got smart, became the sole ruler of Earth, and started calling himself Maestro. If you think you wouldn't like the Hulk when he's angry, wait until you see when he's smart and evil.
Then stop this!
I cannot, because you will become evil. I'm better off on my own!
Number 3. Captain America. Everyone was shook when Cap first said,
Hail Hydra.
But how did the relatively clean-cut hero possibly become a member of Hydra? Well, it wasn't an easy process. The Red Skull had to use a cosmic cube to rewrite Cap's entire history. In this new backstory, Rogers had been a secret Hydra sleeper agent since before he even got his powers. Captain Hydra works behind the scenes to undermine the Avengers and take over the country. He was eventually stopped by Captain America.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
The cosmic cube that turned the hero evil brought the original Cap back to duke it out with Captain Hydra in an ultimate fight between freedom and tyranny. When the dust settled, the good Cap emerged victorious. Number 2. Spider-Man.
Give me some of that web action. See ya, chump.
In this interesting case, Spider-Man wasn't really the villain. It's more accurate to say that a villain was Spider-Man. Sound confusing? Well, it gets weirder. When Dr. Octopus discovers he was dying, he built a device that let him secretly switch minds with Spider-Man. After taking over Spidey's body and life, the villain planned to use his powers for evil. But Doc changed because he got Peter's memories and a drive to do the right thing.
I have been a fool. You, Peter Parker, were always the superior Spider-Man. But Ock, the circuits in the arms, they're degrading quickly.
The villain vows to honor Peter's memory by being an even better Spider-Man than he was. He had mixed success. Sure, he invented some cool gadgets and caught some crooks, but he was a huge jerk the entire time.
Not on your life, Stark.
Kid, you're probably gonna want to rethink this.
My calculations never need to be rethought.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Scarlet Witch.
You have no idea how dangerous you are. You're supposed to be a myth, a being capable of spontaneous creation.
If you were gonna guess which of the Maximoff twins would go bad again after joining the Avengers, you'd probably pick the rebellious Quicksilver instead of his more upstanding sister. But it turns out Wanda had an insanely dark side.
Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme. It's your destiny to destroy the world.
I'm not what you say I am.
After Wanda loses control of her powers during a battle, several Avengers like Ant-Man and Vision lose their lives. She tries to fix things by altering reality so the majority of the world consists of mutants. When the plan fell apart, she depowered most of the world's mutants in one go. This horrifying display of power had huge fallout and cost many people their lives. No one looked at the Scarlet Witch the same way after she showed her full villainous potential.
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
It wouldn't change how they see me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.